Taurus, thanks for joining me. This is June 2016. On the 26th of May, a grand cross appeared in your chart, and this is an area of real friction, motivation, and a feeling like you're being pushed and pulled in lots of different directions. It stays there for the duration of June. It starts to fizzle out on the 27th, 28th. Okay, so this is something that's going to be with you for the duration of the month, and you're going to focus on your friendships, and you'll get the sense that you want to be there for other people. You also will have this strong desire to really communicate and to really focus on your income and how you make money, and I think that'll be a big passion of yours this month. You're also going to be interested in love and romance and intimate relationships, and you're also going to be questioning what progress you're making when it comes to your career. So that's a lot going on. Don't expect things to be quiet and boring. You're going to be pushed and pulled in lots of different directions. Try and keep it simple and focus on one thing at a time, okay? Don't talk to your romantic partner about your career progression and how you think you'll make money, and try and help them as a friend and get muddled. Just try and keep those areas of your life separate and focus on one at a time, and you can really affect great change there. There's also a grand trine in the chart, and this really becomes relevant on the 2nd of June. And a grand trine is another major aspect pattern, and it's 3 trines combining to form a big triangle. Okay, a trine is 2 planets being 120 degrees apart. So you've got a grand cross, you've got a grand trine. These are both major aspect patterns, and it's like in the tarot, these are major arcana cards. Okay, these are big, heavy themes. Now the grand trine is going to sit there until the 7th of June, and it will affect you by getting you to focus on your working situation, your working life, what changes you want to affect, and you'll have a great understanding of what you can work on to change things for the better. You will also have a great understanding of the people in your life, especially when it comes to a romantic situation or the connection with your children, and you're going to get it. You're going to understand what's going on, and you'll be able to implement changes as a real result of that understanding. So it's that big word, change, okay? You, in June, will find that much more easy than you usually would, and it feels kind of organic. You understand things, and then you just naturally make changes in a practical sense, and you're going to find that very easy, especially at the beginning of June. On the 3rd and 4th of June, the moon is in Taurus, in your sign, and then in Gemini. So on the 3rd, it's in your sign. It moves over the midheaven, which is the angle of work, your working life, your career, and it goes into Gemini. So over this 2-day period, you're going to feel very much at ease with your work. You're going to feel like you understand what's going on, and that's really the key word for the beginning of the month here. You get it. You understand what's going on. You feel like you've got your finger on the pulse. You know what's going on. It goes over that midheaven, and you'll get ideas and inspirations regarding practical actions you can take to make more money. So listen to your own head, your own ideas around the 3rd and 4th. It's like the Ace of Swords in the tarot. It's a blessing from the universe. It's inspirations, it's new ideas, especially when it comes to finances. The new moon occurs on the 5th of June, and the new moon is when the moon is totally black. It pulls information in, and a Gemini new moon is a very positive one. Okay, it's quick, it's witty, it's thoughts being exchanged, it's information going out and coming in. Things are zipping along nicely, things are quick. It's in your 2nd house of money and belongings. Again, that house is very much where you feel at home. Okay, Taurus are very much connected with the 2nd house of money, the physical body, belongings. That's where you feel comfortable and at ease, and things are being presented to you in such a way that you feel like, okay, I know what this is, I can deal with it, I can make something happen here. So change comes to you very naturally, and you feel like not only like change is being done to you and you have to adapt, it's like, I want to implement changes, I've got some good ideas that I want to put into place, and especially when it comes to your work and your ability to create financial success and wealth, that is heightened at the beginning of the month here, and you can do very well. So listen to the ideas that come in. On the 7th, the moon then goes into Cancer in your 3rd house. And your emotions are really going to provide you with some nice answers on the 7th. You will feel very much, I think you'll feel quite gentle on this day. I think you'll feel really compassionate. I think you'll be in touch with your own feelings. And this is a great day to connect with your friends, to discuss issues you have, they may have. And by coming together, you can really work out some issues and you can really be there for each other and strengthen your friendships. So that's a good day for that. On the 9th, a yod appears in the chart, and a yod is also known as the finger of God. It's 2 quincunxes in a sextile, and for you specifically, your ideas about work and your own skills, your own education, the things that you're good at, I think there's going to be a desire to transform some of that. You will also have support and positive input by your friendships, and this will really allow you to take center stage and to really embrace your own ideas, and they will start to feel like, oh my God, I've always had this idea. Where has it been all my life? Why is it only just coming in? This is how I can really thrive and succeed and make myself a star on many levels, okay? So that kind of insight comes in around the 9th. Also on this day, the Sun and Venus, they start to conjunct each other in your 2nd house. They're both at 19 degrees. 1 and 9 is 10. 10 reduces to number 1 in numerology, and that's leadership, new beginnings. And it's in your sector of finances and belongings in the Gemini sign, which is ideas and thoughts. So you will be inspired again. I love doing this, and by loving it and by doing it, I can create income, I can create wealth for myself. And that's the kind of blessing you have here at the beginning of the month. So you're a cash cow. You're inspired when it comes to your working life, to your business. If you're retired, you'll get ideas of how you can sell the things that you're working on, how to increase your income. If you're a student, you'll understand what it is you love to do and how you want to make your money in future. The moon, Jupiter, your rising and your north node, they're all in Virgo in your 5th. So this is the best time to make decisions about your romantic life. You'll feel very comfortable with that, and it's okay to trust your decisions on this day. You're going to make good decisions, you'll feel comfortable. Decisions you make on the 11th don't come from a place of fear or pressure. They come from you, again, getting it. And that's really the key word, I think, or the key phrase for you in June. You just get it in June. You understand what's going on, and it's safe for you to make decisions and to change your life for the better. That continues into the 12th, so I think romance and relationships is going to be a theme for you around then. On the 13th, Mercury goes into Gemini in your 2nd house, so this adds fuel to the fire. Mercury is the communication planet. It rules Gemini. It's very happily placed there, and it's able to broadcast and connect and get ideas out there, receive ideas. And again, it's to do with your practical, physical life, your finances, your money, your belongings. I don't think I'm overstating the point when I say that if you've been unemployed for the last 3 years and you've had no idea of what you like doing and how you could make some money, I really think that in June you'll get some inspiration and insight what you can do. That's you specifically listening, watching this right now. Out of all of the signs of the zodiac, you're the most gifted when it comes to finances this month. On the 14th, the moon is at 17 degrees in your 6th house of work in the cardinal air sign Libra. Same thing. You feel very comfortable and powerful receiving ideas and implementing them into your working life. If I want to expand my business in June, I'm going to go speak to a Taurus, because they'll have the finger on the pulse. They'll understand what needs to be done, what's going on, and you guys are going to be the best at sorting out money things. Okay, the Lyrid meteor shower happens on the 16th. It starts on the 10th and lasts until the 21st of June, but on the 16th you'll have the best chance to see this meteor shower. It's like shooting stars. They're going to be light blue, And in astrology, a meteor shower can be seen to be quite cleansing. This one for you, I think it's going to kind of sprinkle this magical feeling dust on your life, and during this meteor shower you'll really have this twinkling magical understanding of other people in your life and what they're about, what they're struggling with. So it doesn't just extend to the money side of things. Emotional intelligence is highlighted from the 10th until the 21st, and if you have a family member or a friend or someone in your life and you've never quite understood why they've done things the way they have, you know, why they've got these behavior patterns, why they just keep repeating the same behavior over and over again, you'll understand them and you'll get some great insight. The next day, the moon goes into Scorpio and it starts to conjunct your Mars, which is also in Scorpio in your 7th house. This is the one day you have to watch out for, that you could be a little bit angry, or you could be frustrated, you could say something mean, or think your head is in the right place and you're saying it for the right reason, but you could really annoy someone and you could really hurt their feelings. Be careful of that on the 17th. The Virgo Pisces axis becomes highlighted and becomes very strong on the 18th of June. Virgo and Pisces, that axis is a very spiritual axis, okay? Axis rather. Pisces is connecting with the universe, the imagination. Virgo is about practical spirituality and kind of strength when it comes to the body and physical health. Friendships, romantic relationships, intimate relationships with people who you're interested in. The 18th is another really good day to do a spring clean, to really understand and get greater insights into the relationship in the first place, but then to take action in response to those insights so you can make the friendship, the relationship better. And because it's such a spiritual axis, it's like a meeting of minds, it's like a meeting of souls. It's almost like you're astral projecting this month. It's almost like you're coming out of your own body a little bit, and it's like your spiritual body is a little bit out there, and because of that you pick up many more things and you're just much more sensitive to other people's needs, other people's pain, and it's a good month to make sense of things. Venus goes into Cancer on the 18th as well, and that's now in your 3rd house. So it was in your 2nd in Gemini, focusing on making money, exchanging ideas, and now the focus begins to shift, and it starts to shift more towards communicating in a way that's caring and nurturing and healing, rather than making you a pile of money, okay? The full moon occurs on the 20th, and this full moon is in Sagittarius. The full moon is the moon really hitting its blossoming point where it just showers the planet with energy. Sagittarius for you in your 8th really gives you a sense of hope and optimism that you can expand your life and you can grow your circumstances. If you live in a 1-bedroom flat and you have 2 friends, then you'll have this great notion that you can expand your life, that you can make more friends, that you can maybe travel for part of the year, or you can move to a bigger place. It's just an expansion, and there's a feeling of expanding spiritually, and because you expand within your own emotional body, within your own mind, the real world will follow suit. Your life is the way it is because it's an outpicturing of your past beliefs. When you become more positive and you have more faith and you become more optimistic, then your life starts to look better. It's also the summer solstice. So this is the pagan festival which really ushers in this period which is all about the rulership of light and nature being at its loveliest, and really fire being everywhere in the world. Flowers are opening, couples are holding hands, people are passionate about things, things are moving quickly, things are going on. Get in touch with all of that and strengthen and deepen your own relationships. The next day, the Sun goes into Cancer, and it does that in your 3rd house of communication. Sun in Cancer means that your identity now is supported and focused on your feelings. As a Taurus, you may be reluctant to change, especially when it's imposed on you, but it feels better when you make decisions and you decide it's time to make changes. Then it's kind of more organic and you just kind of can slide into making these changes. You're going to be looking at your relationships, helping other people out, being there to support them, and I think you're going to enjoy and love doing that, and your feelings are going to become a bigger part of your compass, your navigating system when it comes to your own life. What actions do I take? How do I move forward? Your feelings are going to have, and they're going to play a much greater role when it comes to how do I progress in life? What am I doing? So again, this is a great time for friendships, for romantic relationships, for your relationships with children, and you're really going to come across very well, and you're going to be there a lot for other people this month. On the 23rd and 24th, Mars begins to quincunx Uranus. Uranus is in your 12th house in Aries. There's going to be a real strength of spirit and a real kind of rebellious kind of certainty when it comes to your own beliefs and your own feelings. And even though you're caring about other people a lot, I think you will still kind of feel independent of them in some way. And even though you're caring for people, you're kind of immune to their beliefs and their criticisms and what they think you should be doing. There's nothing more annoying than if you go out of your way and you help a relative. Like, let's say you help someone who's sick or who's financially hard up or something, and you say, okay, let's just go and help these people. And you do that, and the thanks you get is like, oh, you should really do something about your hair, I don't like your haircut. Those kind of situations are likely here for you at the end of the month, 23rd, 24th of June. But because of that Uranus in Aries, you're going to be unaffected by it, and you can continue nurturing and taking care of them despite some dumb comments they may make. Don't retaliate. You may feel frustrated by those kind of comments, and it may trigger some things within you, but you can deal with it and you can extend your heart and you can continue to be caring. So don't be a punching bag, but if you want to help, you can, despite some people being really annoying and standing in their own way and not behaving in a way that makes you want to help them more. Especially the people who complain about never getting support and being alone and having to do everything themselves, those are often the most annoying people that make it impossible to help them. I mean, not always, but in some cases. And that's, because of this quincunx here, that's going to be a theme in your life around the end of the month. The moon goes into Aries on the 27th, and it's at 2 degrees in your 12th house. So there's going to be a great relationship between you and spirituality on this day. This is the best day when it comes to your own spiritual connection. You can really connect with your own higher power if you take the first step. You're not going to be visited, an angel isn't going to float in through the window, but if you do want to connect and if you reach out through meditation or prayer, there's great potential to feel spiritually connected. On the 29th, there's a grand trine in water. And this is a heightening of what happened around the 25th. You really have the ability to help people who really don't deserve your help or who traditionally are hard to help. You can take it, you can deal with the frustration, and you can really be of service. So you can really be a blessing in someone else's life. And then at the end of the month, Mercury goes into Cancer as well. So remember, at the beginning of the month, the Sun, Venus, and Mercury, they were all in your second house of money in Gemini. And that's why I was telling you that you have such a great focus and ability to make money and to really figure out how to become more abundant and prosperous. And then as the month progresses, First to go is Venus, that goes into Cancer in your third. Then the Sun follows on the 21st, that goes into Cancer in your third. And now Mercury at the end of the month also joins those other two in your third house in Cancer. So the shift is from physical belongings and money and finance and more to the personal side of things and caring about people and loving them and being there, and also communicating in a way that's emotional and caring and nurturing and supportive. You become less focused on the practical side of things and you focus more on the emotional feeling side of things. So it's a shift from the outward to the inward. So I hope that gives you an idea of what you'll be working with in June. I hope you have a fabulous month. If you'd like a private reading with me about your money, your life purpose, your relationships, your family relationships, please get in touch with me via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. Click on the readings tab and audio reading there. Remember to subscribe. I also do a weekly astrology forecast for all the signs on Facebook. So if you're interested in watching that, go to facebook.com/Gregory Scott 444. Click the like button and you'll see that. And I hope you have a wonderful month.